Hello, it is 9 p.m. on August 5th, 2019, and welcome to the weather update. Before we look at the temperatures, we're going to first look at the radar because while we haven't really been dealing with any precipitation, New Jersey, on the other hand, has. There have been some showers and thunderstorms that have been popping up over here, and that's because the front is stalled out right over here, and now it's starting to return northward. Yeah, and we'll look at the temperatures today. We'll see what temperatures were. It was a comfortable day, but the humidity has crept up this evening once again. So 73, and the dew point up at Farmingdale has now crept up to 67. So we didn't really see. We had lower humidity in the morning hours, from like say 8 o'clock to 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. So we had about 6 hours of lower humidity today, and then the humidity came right back again. But it wasn't that hot, only 80 degrees, because we did have a good sea breeze today. You could see if you look at the winds here, southeast at Farmingdale. So we did get some relief from the humidity today, although it didn't last the whole day. It was, mostly in the morning and the noon, and then after that, we were back into the humidity again. So let's take a look and see what they had to deal with in Tom's River today, just for entertainment purposes. 75 degrees right now. Let's see what the dew point was over there. So again, hot. Oh yeah, dew point's very humid there. Dew points were in the 70s all day. They never even got into the drier air. So they never even got there. So let's look at the Ventu sky and show you. We're going to actually rewind the radar here. And show you what was popping up over New Jersey today. So you can see that cell over Philadelphia. If we go back about 3 hours, you will see there were some showers over here. Not so much over Tom's River, but more over Atlantic County. You can see there was a cell around Vineland. So again, the front is kind of hung up in this area right here, and now it's returning northward as a warm front. Looking at the satellite image, you can see here is that stalled front that's been plaguing us all day long. And I'll just make this a little bit of a longer loop so you can get the idea that it's just been hanging around all day long. You can also see the daytime, so you get the idea it's been hanging around all day long. And maybe there's been a little smoke around because the sun was literally a big red ball going down this evening. Watching it, and then there was just amazing after the sunset. There was really nice colors in the sky. That's all probably due to smoke still around. I still see a little smoke around with all these fires going. Let's look at the higher resolution satellite image and take a look and see what we have here from the high resolution MODIS satellite. Put our coastlines and place labels in, and you can see the Cirrus was pretty much over us all day today. Unfortunately, if we were upstate, if you were in Albany, you probably had a beautiful clear day. If you were upstate in New York, or up in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, all clear for them because they got into the dry air, but the stupid front just got hung up for us and kept the clouds and the humidity around, unfortunately. We'll look at some other images here from later in the day. So you can see, again, very frustrating situation. Albany had a great day today, and what I say, upstate, that's the place to be to avoid this. You get these marginal, things, these glancing fronts that come through. They usually come through New England, but get hung up somewhere around here. So we were stuck in the clouds, junky skies across the area today. So let's look at the models. Let's see what's coming our way as we head into this new week. So you'll see that we've got the ridge building, stall front syndrome. Looks like something forms over there on the GFS. That's interesting. The models have been forming stuff, but nothing's actually ever formed there. So we have to keep an eye on it. I don't see anything on the satellite that would indicate this is just a stalled frontal boundary. This doesn't look like any tropical moisture there. Well, let's look at this one and see. Yeah, I do see some convection over here, I guess. We'll have to see. Maybe something very weak could get going here. You gotta remember with those warm water temperatures, anything's possible. Keep an eye on it, that's for sure. But anyway, back to the models here. Wednesday, you can see this front's just hanging around. We're back basically in the ridge, the front, and this front's hanging in our area. Could be a wet, unsettled period all week long, and then we finally have high pressure come in, and finally a strong enough high pressure to finally break the back of this ridge for the weekend and bring some nice weather and drier air, and we'll have to see what happens. Here's another system that could develop We'll have to keep an eye on it, but it definitely has a different look to it. Yeah, it's forming something there and meandering it around. That's not good. I wonder if the last run had that. Let's see. It did not. Okay, so the problem with these distant runs, I know this looks kind of scary, but this is a distant run, and things can change very quickly. It's just spinning something up that may or may not form. That far out, we just can't be sure of anything. Yes, there's a possibility, but chances are it probably won't be correct. And it did that a while ago, and then it took it away on the next run. So it's just it's on one run and then it's gone the next run, basically. So let's get a little closer into our region here and take a look at the NAM and take a look at our shower and thunderstorm chances for the next couple of days, because we will be having more of that with the return of the humidity. You could see going into Tuesday, very widely scattered activity. Most of it looks like it's out over the ocean again. There's something trying to get going there, but the models could just be spinning that up. As we head into Wednesday, I think the chance of showers might increase a little bit, maybe. A little bit, yeah. You can see that there's a line that's now trying to form off to the west, and this is all ahead of that cold front that's going to be moving through. But again, it's very widely scattered on the NAM model, but I do want to look at the NAM model for the dew points as well. So we'll look at that as far as the dew points go. You see that coming up, and it's going to be humid tomorrow. Dew points back into the low 70s again. And same thing for Wednesday. The humidity is probably going to get even higher. But you can see the winds are coming straight from the south, which is good for us. It'll keep the temperatures down, although the humidity will be high. The temperatures won't get that high. And you can see the drier air trying to work its way in, it looks like, toward Thursday. A little bit of drier air on the NAM. So let's go to the GFS now and start looking at the humidity on that as we go into the longer range. Alright, so we get into Thursday. It's still kind of humid. The front is approaching, and here comes that drier air coming into our area. Makes it into our area Friday. Slowly, of course. Let's see if it can make it any further south, and it does. So it looks like the whole area gets some nice dry air for Saturday and Sunday too. So it looks like finally we are starting to see some relief from the humidity. The models have been pretty consistent on that relief occurring. So let's now look at the temperatures as we go into this week. So it won't be that hot tomorrow with the cloud cover and the south wind. Probably only low 80s. And even Jersey, if the wind might come on off the water a little bit for them, and it may keep temperatures down into the mid 80s for them. For Wednesday, a little hotter for Jersey, but again, Long Island spared from the real bad heat. Only probably low, maybe mid 80s on the North Shore. Jersey, you'll probably be dealing with 90. Thursday, similar setup for Thursday as well. Friday, we start seeing those temperatures drop. We're only in the low to mid 80s on Friday and Saturday, and weekend's going to be nice. Look at this, only 70s, mid 70s. This is going to be delightful. I cannot wait. Mid 70s for Sunday too. So that looks really excellent. Finally, some fall, some more September-like weather finally coming into our area. There have been summers when we've had days like that. We just haven't had it lately because of the patterns we've been getting set in, and that's probably due to climate change. Again, with the constant humidity. So expect plenty of clouds this week. Obviously, you'll see that on here. But look at that. Thursday we could have, and Friday. Friday could be a clear day. Saturday could be a clear day. And maybe even Sunday. It might even be overdoing these high clouds. So we have some nice weather coming. Finally, at last. It's about freaking time. It's about freaking time we get some nice weather around here. I'll just look at one other model in regards to the precipitation. That's the HDRPS. And just looking at the thunderstorm threat, because this model is a little different than the NAM. So for tomorrow, again, tomorrow it is popping something. It could be an isolated shower or thunderstorm anywhere tomorrow. It could be anywhere. It could happen. And then that weekends, and then as we get into Wednesday, we see a little more activity as we head into the evening. So it will have to be watched. The showers and thunderstorms, obviously, we're going to have to keep our eye on it and see what happens. And if there's anything severe, I'll try to keep you posted on that. So with that wraps up this weather update. Take care. Have a good night.